What's up, guys? Mike Murders, Unleaded Logic with Gamer Logic, Neo Geo Trio, you name it, I'm there. And this is actually a request that somebody wanted me to do. He just wanted me to share my thoughts on Chrono Trigger, and this request is from Black Hole Sun 323. Sorry it took so long to get this put together, man. And originally I was going to do game footage and kind of talk about things, but for certain videos for me, I'll do them, I'll record the videos for them, and I'll just kind of lose focus, and I won't get the full deal of what I wanted to talk about. So rather than do that, I am just going to kind of candidly talk about my story with how I acquired this game and how I got to play it and go through it that way. But this is, of course, the Super NES version of Chrono Trigger. I do have it for the PlayStation. I do not have the DS version. And that is not my original copy of Chrono Trigger. Or actually, I should say that it is my original copy because I did not own Chrono Trigger when it first came out. It was a very expensive game. My parents didn't have a lot of money at the time, and I just never acquired it. I was very lucky to acquire Final Fantasy III, but not Chrono Trigger. Thankfully, we had a video store that we went into almost every other day, and we actually had a bit of history with the video store. I mean, the entire staff knew who the Murders family was. They knew my dad, they knew me, and they knew my little brother. And like I said, we constantly went in there. And, I was following Chrono Trigger through a couple of different issues of Nintendo Power, and I believe it was Epic Center that they started that featured just RPGs in their Nintendo Powers. And the game came out, they had it at the video store, and unfortunately they only had one copy, which was a huge disappointment. And when we went to rent said copy, it was gone. And it was actually gone for about a month or two. I don't remember how long exactly it was, but it felt like 2 months. It probably was. And what happened was this guy rented it. He was also waiting for it, and rather than go out and buy the game, he rented it. Well, it was $3 for 2 nights, and then $3 every night you didn't return the game if it was late. Well, if this guy kept it for a month or two, he easily paid far more than it would have cost him to get a hold of this retail cartridge. So that was pretty crazy. But the day it finally came in, my dad was going in to rent a video, and the game was there. And oh man, our hearts were broken because the game was finally there, and my dad only had enough money to rent that one video. And the lady kind of heard us talking. She was the assistant manager at the time. She was a really cool lady, and she said, hey, that game's back. And we kind of told her, we really didn't have the money. We would hope it would stay there tomorrow or whenever my dad got paid. And she said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll let you guys rent the game. I'll just put a note on your account that when you come in to drop it off, you'll have to pay for the rental. Well, that was freaking awesome of her to do, and she actually hooked us up a few times later. Like, she let us get the game Killer Instinct like 2 days in advance before it came out, let me have the CD and everything. That was really cool. But she hooked us up, and she did us a really huge favor, which was really nice of her. So we brought it home. Me and my little brother plugged it into the Super NES. It was pretty late, too. It must have been like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I believe I was... God, I want to say I was still homeschooled, but I'm not sure. Actually, no, I think I was about 5th or 6th grade when this game put in. And I don't remember if it was summer or if it was during the school year, but we popped this game in pretty late, like 10, 11 o'clock. And instantly, the intro scene to Chrono Trigger is amazing because it shows off awesome scenes from the entire game, and the music just blows your mind, and it gets you pumped to play this game. So me and my little brother are watching this thing, and our jaws are just on the floor. We were ready to play this thing. And I think we got to briefly play it for like 30 or 45 minutes before we were told to go to bed. And, we had it for like 2 days after that, but we were really excited to play through it. And, the starting storyline where you're running through the fair and all seems well, just like a simple day, and bam, you're transported to this place in past. And you're forced into this adventure, and you find out that this giant alien is basically sucking the life out of the planet and trying to destroy everything. But the graphics, the music, the storyline, the characters, it was just an incredible package. And like I said, regrettably, I never had a chance to own a copy when it came out. So when I could actually buy one later, and was thinking about buying a game, Chrono Trigger was actually one of the ones that actively seeked out and got this for a really good deal. And this is in an awesome condition. So, very cool. I actually have the manual with this. I do not have the box, which is kind of unfortunate. But a big fan of Chrono Trigger, and highly recommend it if you can get it on the Super Nintendo. I don't know if it's on the Virtual Console, but I do know it's available on the DS, which I hear is actually a pretty good version and has some additional content that wasn't in the Super Nintendo. Skip the PlayStation version. I hear the load times are pretty bad, though it does feature some anime cutscenes. I've actually never played through the PS1. I've just watched the animated cutscenes through YouTube. If you know the story, you can piece it together. But that's pretty much it. And Black Hole Sun 323, thanks for waiting so long. I apologize again for taking so long, but with my schedule and with everything else going on, it's kind of tough to do requests sometimes. So thanks again for your patience, and that's my thoughts on Chrono Trigger, guys. Go ahead and share your thoughts about Chrono Trigger below, favorite the video, and you know, let me know what you guys thought of Chrono Trigger. I thought it was a great game. Peace.